Hey YouTube family, I'm Asia, and if you click on this video, what's up? How you doing? Dream chaser, risk taker, you one of the two, maybe both. The struggle is real. Let's talk about it. So yeah, I had this good conversation with my son about just staying on track. It's the first week of the new year and it's very difficult to stay on track, especially when you're not seeing progress, right? So let's talk about the struggle to success. In the beginning, when they talk about it's lonely, okay? Because you're trying to figure out your playbook. You're trying to figure out your routine on how to get things moving, popping, and the progress may come in slowly or it may come in fast. But for those of you who has not seen the progress as the way they want to see the progress, this video is for you. Let's talk about it. Yes, in the beginning, you might just be talking to yourself, child. Okay? All right? And it needs to be okay. And I feel like I got to the point where I was looking at so much tutorials and people's success, and usually those things inspire you. But if you get to a point where you're watching these videos and you're not getting inspiration or you're not being motivated by it, it's time to turn them off. Okay? Every video is not for you, depending on the season that you're in your success play life, right? So I'm thinking, what are the steps that I take to stay in this mode when I know, we're climbing up this mountain. We're attempting to get to a certain destination. What do we do in the meantime? Okay. So here are a couple suggestions. The first thing, what I did was I had to motivate myself a lot of times. I had to talk to myself. I had to tell myself. And I know that's the hardest thing. You have to tell yourself that you're great. You have a gift. Your gift is appreciated. Your gift is needed. The right people will come see your gift, and you will build that community of people, of like-minded individuals. Whatever it is to help inspire me or get me back on track, that's what I had to do. And I would talk to myself a lot. By myself, because it might seem a little crazy to people just like listening in, but I had to feed myself everything. And I mean, even if it just seemed delusional, I had to feed myself to just stay on track and to stay focused. Yes, talk to yourself, right? So those are some of the things that I spoke to myself. I even asked myself questions like, why do you feel this way? And then myself would answer. Okay, I'm not crazy, but seriously, this really helped me. Myself would answer, well, I feel this way because I'm talking into a camera, or I don't see the progress. And okay, so, and now what? So you're just gonna stop, you're just gonna give up? How long has it been? So I would tell myself, and most of the time it hasn't been that long at all. So you're being impatient. Be patient with yourself. So myself would say, be patient with yourself. So ask yourself these questions, okay? And just be totally honest, because nobody's listening, right? Nobody is gonna judge you. And I know in society, we always got this judge, and the biggest judge is ourselves, right? So really ask yourself these questions, really answer the question. If you have to look yourself in the mirror, or maybe you can't in the beginning look at yourself in the mirror. Maybe you're just looking into the sky. Your eyes are closed, or you're just meditating, you're sitting there and you're just asking yourself these questions, trying to figure out what the hell is wrong with me, right? But nothing's wrong with you. Seriously, nothing is wrong with you. Either you haven't stuck it out long enough, or you're listening to the wrong people, you're in the wrong environment, you're listening to the wrong thoughts in your mind. And you have to feed yourself the right thoughts to stay on track. So I'm so grateful because I had my son to, like, he does YouTube, just to sit down and talk to him just about some of the things that are on my mind. And then he's the type of person that he won't judge. He just be like, yeah, I get that. Sometimes you just want to hear somebody say, like, shoot, I was going through that too. So it feels like you're not alone, like on this island, like, shit, how do you just go from 0 to 15,000 subscribers, or 0 to 1,000 in a month or a week or 2 weeks and stuff like that? And you are here doing all these things, being authentic, and you know YouTube and da 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 da. But then you have somebody that just relates, that just gets you. You know, they're just like, you know what? They're not even trying to give you advice or anything. They're just saying, like, I get it, I understand, but just keep going. Like, there's nothing wrong with you. You already have the knowledge. And sometimes you at this place where you just have the knowledge. You have the lights, you have the camera, you have everything you need to be successful. It's just the timing, right? So that's just patience. You just being patient with yourself. And patience is the hardest thing. And I think when I was watching a video, I was listening to a successful young lady, and she said during the journey she enjoyed it because she was doing other things to help kind of distract her from the 5-year focus or goal where she was trying to get to, that goal that was up here. And she was going to concerts, she was going on dates, she was like hanging out with her friends, and she was doing all these things, and still working towards her dream. So that helped her not really focus on what kind of results she was getting. But let's be honest, I can be doing all those things and still in the back of my mind, like, this shit ain't working. You know what I'm saying? But that's just your thoughts. Like I said, you still got to feed it what it needs to keep it going. Because something about the brain, it is wired to be repetitive, right? So whatever you've been feeding it is whatever it's gonna dish out to you, whatever it's gonna gas you to do. So if you've been feeding it the same old thoughts and suggestions and looking at the same old things, it's gonna direct you in the path that you've been walking in, right? But if you start feeding it different things and start asking yourself these questions and doing that shadow work, that's what they call shadow work, right? You can actually get off to a different path. And let me tell you something. Ain't nobody got all the rules to success. Nobody got the full playbook to success, because everybody's situation is just completely different. Nobody really knows, like, this is the exact way to do this to win, because people, circumstances, financial circumstances, talents and gifts, they're just different, right? We're all just uniquely different. So we're figuring out, like, what works for us without being burnt out at the same time. So I feel like in YouTube, nobody really talks about that struggle of getting started and then not seeing the results. And I feel like this was like a good video to just really hone in on that there's people out there, even though they don't talk about this particular transition in life, that they went through it too. And they did a certain amount of things to help them stay on track to get them to where they are now. So we're looking at like the end goal, or we're looking at where they started from A, but we're looking at where they at L, and say Z is the goal, but they at M or N in the alphabet and stuff like that. So we're looking they started and they got through that particular hurdle in their life. So where you're at, it's like you listen to them, you can't even relate, because you're like, I can't even relate. I can't even pick anything out of this particular video to help me and apply it. And that's some people, like some people could just look at stuff and just be like, I just can't apply this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just can't relate. I just can't resonate with what they're saying in this video, because I'm doing everything. And not those people that say, yeah, I'm doing everything. I got the right equipment. I got this, I got that, I got personality, I got gifts, this and that. And then you go to their channel and they got 1, 2 videos. Child, stop playing. You ain't put in enough work. So I'm just here to tell you, you got to put in the work, and the work a lot of times is mental. It's not even, I can't even say it's a action based thing. It's really, really mental. Each and every day, trying to figure out, like, do I want to do this? Am I doing the right thing? Am I doing this right? Is something wrong with me? And these are questions that's very normal, and I feel like we don't talk about it. Like, it's very normal to think this, but nothing's wrong with you, child. Nothing's wrong with you. And what I do is, like, I look back on my videos, and I look back on, like, the things that I've spoken about, the titles, the thumbnails, the lighting, everything, every aspect of my video. How can I be better next time? Do I need to be more energetic? Do I need to have better lighting? And work with what you got. Because sometimes I want to jump and just go buy the latest stuff, and I don't got the money. And then that gets you more depressed, and that's making you take steps forward. So just work with what you have. I promise you. Sometimes you just need to clean your lens, honey. Okay? Sometimes you just have your phone. Some of you just have your phone. Some of you just have what you have. Like, you just have yourself. You don't have your friends to help you with a video. You don't have the greatest editing skills. That's why we got iMovie. Very easy to learn. Go to YouTube. How-to tutorial is very easy to learn. And even if you just get frustrated with editing, put it out raw, dog. Who cares? In the beginning, a lot of people are not watching, so you got that freedom to really just experiment with your channel. And I wish we had more videos like this with people that are successful, that talk about, like, those times when we're in between times, like we in between a rock and a hard place, when we trying to figure out, like, is this even for us? Like, is this even our passion? And I'm telling you, like, 99% of the time, it's because either we're fighting with our thoughts and stuff in our head, and we are our biggest enemy, or we never get started, or we don't stay in it long enough. Okay, those are the three top things that really get us, like, off track. And I feel like this are things that I feel like even as successful people that we battle every day as well. Like, all these thoughts and in our head about, like, who we are we being authentic? Are we staying true to ourselves? Do people like us? Why don't they like us? And we have all these questions in our head, like, am I good enough? Right? But you're good enough. It's really nothing wrong with you, child. It's really nothing wrong. It's just those three things that I mentioned that you have to continuously fight with day to day. And I feel like as you continuously find a routine to battle those situations, you will be successful. I feel like you will get to where you want to be. You will see success, and you will see the growth, and you will see the opportunities, and I feel like this can work in any avenue, in any aspect of you becoming who you want to be. If it's a better person, if it's a nail tech, a hair designer, whatever it is you want to be, I feel like these are things that everybody as human beings go through sometime in life. If it's not all three things they focus on and battle with, it's one of the three things they focus or battle with every day. So I'm hoping to just make this video to encourage you and to inspire you and to inspire myself, to let you know that you're fine. You're perfectly fine. You're doing you're doing great. You're doing magnificent, because you're looking back, you're doing the work, you're looking back and seeing how you can be better each and every day. You're doing the work, you're putting in the affirmations, you're putting in the time, you're talking to yourself, asking yourself, where is this stemming from? Where are these thoughts coming from? How do you stay motivated? What can inspire me? Asking yourself that. And sometimes you can't ask other people, darling, because they'll take you 2 steps back. Sometimes you just have to ask yourself. A lot of times in the beginning, I feel like you really have to just talk to yourself. Okay? You really have to talk to yourself. You really have to motivate yourself. Like, you have to be the one that's looking at your videos a lot and liking it and commenting. And then when you do get the 1 or 2 comments, comment back. Don't just read it. Really comment back. You know, thank you for watching. Ask them a question or something. Do some, like their post, heart it. I feel like those are all things that can help the algorithm. what helped me a lot, like on my TikTok, when I was growing it to where it is now, which I feel like I have way more followers on TikTok than I do YouTube. And they say it's easier to grow your followers on TikTok than it is YouTube. Yeah, but it was still hard, okay? In the midst of growing it, it was still hard. I feel like I had a bunch of friends, TikTok friends, that we used to always talk, and we used to, they had videos that go viral. We used to give each other tips and everything like that. And I was the last one to go viral in one of my videos. And I was just like, something's definitely wrong with me. What is wrong with me? But there's nothing is wrong with me, because eventually I went viral in two of my videos. So it's all about sticking to it. It's all about being around the right people, listening to the right people. What you let inside your brain, darling, because with so much going on, and then if you want to be an influencer, filtering out what you need to keep going is the hardest thing. Like, it's, man, because I just be wanting to watch YouTube, watch vlogs, watch motivational videos, watch this, watch that. But then certain things, when you finding it's detrimental, am I saying that right? And that it's harming your motivation and your inspiration, just stop watching it. Take a break from it, okay? It's not you, honey. Just take a break from it, all right? And say, why is that it's interfering with your path to success like it is, right? And then answer it honestly. It might be you just overindulging, you know? Sometimes too much might be just too much. Stop watching all of those videos. Watch something else. Watch a different genre, something else that you like, right? Focus on that for a little while. And then when you build yourself up enough, then you can go back to those regular scheduled programming videos that you watch. So my throat is getting dry, child, but I like talking about things like that. Nobody's talking about this, but the struggle to success is real, honey. And if you like videos like this, comment below. Let me know how you feel it and where you're at with your success in YouTube, or just as an influencer in general on any platform. I'm Naija. If you find this video inspirational, motivational, please don't hesitate to subscribe. Come back again for another video just like this. Share with your friends and family who you feel like they might just be getting a little uninspired. The struggle is real. Sending you love and light. Peace.